this took me so long to do another one. I had a killer migraine. I'm just now feeling better, so here we go. We're gonna have another bar workout. If you got weight, remember you can use other things around the house that weigh something. Water bottles, fill them with water. And we're gonna open and close. So I don't really change my warm up very much. To tell you the truth, I'm not really very creative when it comes to some of the formats, which is all right. Here's 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Hold right here, we take it down and up. And so remember, those ankles, when the heel is on the ground, restricts your plie. And here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here, we lift and lower. Lift and lower. So this is where you do use more of the glutes, the lower abdominals, upper back. Remember, you can have a chair or something on either side of you, something you can move. I'm going to use my body bar today. We're going to hold here. We take it down and up. And I'll try to remember to count. I hope everyone's doing well. Here's 4 and 3. Here's 2 and 1. We're gonna lower those heels down. We're gonna step it out. We take it out and together, out and together. I know, I'm starting this way. It's just to mess with you. Here's 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Switch sides. We take it out, slide it in, out and in. All right, so I'm back in the corner of my house with my big dog cage. Here's 4 and 3, 2, 1. Alternate right and left, or left and right. So I used to teach Les Mills for a really long time, and some of that's really coming back. Hold right here. We pick up the heel and pulse. So for a long time, my left side was my right side, because I was facing everybody all the time. Last one, switch. All right, I'll try to get back on accounting. Here's 4. It's like I forgot how to teach. Switch for 2s. Here's 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So for all you nitpicky people out there that might be watching, get over it. And last one, singles. Take it right and left. I love to teach for fun and to make exercise fun, so people stay adhered to it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We pick up that other heel, bring those arms up overhead. Good, so this is where you engage those glutes more. Lower abdominals, slide those shoulders down the back, lower the heels, squat it down, tip forward. Here we go, pulse. Okay, so I'm purposely tipping forward. I'm not trying to be upright, something different. My intention is to tip you forward and sit those hips back farther. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold right here, bring the arms up. So we still want to draw the belly in, engage those glutes, slide the shoulders down the back. And remember, if you cannot get those arms straight, bend them. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold right here and pulse. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Arms up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to take the hands down to the floor and we drop the hips and lift. So I'm hoping my dogs will stay asleep and not knock all my stuff over. Here's 4 and 3. Here's 2 and 1. Pulse the squat for 3. Here's 1, 2, 3. So if you have not met Louie, that's Louie, my big guy. He usually hangs out at the studio with me. 1 more. Good. Now you're going to hold that fold this time, and feel free to shift and move whatever you feel that you need to do down here. All right, so we're going to bend the knees, hands on the thighs, come all the way up to standing. All right, so you want to get a hold of your foot, tuck that tail under. Now, this part's about stretching, not balance, so hang on to that chair or whatever you have. to help you with your balance today. That is your home bar. All right, this in the corner, this is Daisy. She's just a little version of Louie. And switch. So when we do this, remember you want to make sure your thighs are flush with each other. We tuck that tail under. We don't let the knee move forward. We want to get into that quad hip flexor. And release. So you're going to cross the ankle right above the knee, sitting into the hips. So again, those hips do need to go out to get that stretch into the hip. And switching sides. And release. Okay. I know all the dogs are running out. Okay, so what you'll need to grab is a heavy weight and a light weight. And you can always make sure that, or you can always double up on the weight. You can always let go of the weight. And this is Daisy, my brown little baby girl. They're 7 months old, big babies. Okay, so, all right. Now again, I'm starting with my right hand. I just switch how I'm gonna start. So bizarre. All right, here we go. So we're gonna open up into first position, coming up into releve, glue those heels together. Whoa, okay. I'm doubling up on the weight because I know what I can do for bicep curls, okay, with this amount of repetition, okay? Take it down and up, down and up. Now, we wanna drive through the big toes. Try to stay in the big toe and not roll out all the time into the pinky toe. Push the heels into each other so you've got some tightness and some stability, okay? Upper back is engaged. Now, we're gonna do one more single and now take it down for 2. Take it down, 2, up, 2. So of course I'm cueing the legs, not the arms. The arms are obviously opposite. Take it down, 2, and up, 2. Now notice that my upper arm, the bicep area, humerus area, is stuck to my rib cage. I'm not throwing it out. We're gonna go back into singles. I'm not throwing it out. If you're doing this, you need to lower the weight, okay? We keep it close to the body. Now, we're gonna take it down for a count of 3. Go down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3. Go back to singles. Take it down. By my count, you're familiar with Les Mills. You can tell I used to teach body pump. Here's 4, 3. I gotta lower that weight. Here's 2. I'm about ready to throw it. And 1. Hold right here. We open. Now, notice I'm not trying to bring my knees together. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can get a bit of a different view. I gotta lower one of my weights. Okay, now I'm gonna take it down. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and up, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna turn back around and bring it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, 2, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, and down, 2, up, 2. Last one, down, 2, up, 2. So now we're gonna straighten out the legs, bring the arm out in second. And again, you may need to lower the weight to something lighter. And we take it down, up, and across, okay? Again, drive through the big toe, push the heels into each other, upper back, right at that shoulder blade is connected to that arm. They all have to work together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you're gonna bring your arm up overhead. We're gonna step it out to the side and then bring it back to center. Here we go. So we take it down, slide it in, out, slide it in. Good. That upper back has got to help the arm so you don't trash your shoulder. Here's 4 and 3, 2, And 1. We're gonna pulse for 3s. 1, 2, 3, and up. I'm pulsing that arm so it's a strong upper back, strong bicep. And last one. Hold here. Now we're gonna take it down, 2, up, 2. Once again, we drive through the big toe, push the heels into each other, engage the glutes, lower abdominals, upper back, down 3, take it down, 2, 3, up and down, 2, 3, up and down, 2, 3, up and down, 2, 3. We're gonna go to singles. Take it down and up, down and up, down, up. Good. Here's 4 and 3. Here's 2 and 1. We're gonna lower those heels down. We're gonna take a step out, squat down, and I am gonna have you tip forward and hinge the hips back so we can get in that upper back. Hello. Now, still draw the belly in, engage the glutes. If you want to come up into releve, feel free to come up into releve. Draw the belly in, engage the glutes. Here's 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Hold right here and pulse. I'm not sure the importance of what's happening outside, but I'm sure it's important. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Now, if you lowered your weight, you can double back up on this, because now you're gonna step it back, gauge that glute, and we're gonna pull and up. Now, notice I'm not trying to lift like this. That means my upper back is rounded, my tail is tucked under. That's not what I'm doing. You want to find length through the spine, stick out the chest, squeeze those glutes, and you're pulling. My body is wiped out from that migraine because my body's already shaking from this. Now, when that happens for people, they get a little bit upset, like they lost something. Well, of course I did. I was in bed for 5 days. I couldn't exactly expect to think that I was going to go back to what I was before that. So I just have to now, instead of straight leg, which is causing that shaking, I have to bend the knee and adjust my movements. That's all. Last one. So I'm going to lower the weight. So this time I'm lowering my bigger weight instead, just because I'm starting to feel that. You're gonna bring the arm up overhead. Now, you're gonna bend your standing leg, the leg that's you're working from. You're gonna bend and straighten. So first day back to bar. Now, I've been walking the dogs for the past 3 days and have felt pretty good. First day back for this though. Bar's always a killer. Make sure you squeeze that butt cheek and that leg that's up in the air. Here's 4 and 3. Here's 2 and 1. So we're going to tip it forward. We slide those shoulders down the back, gauge those glutes, pulse that top arm. Now, notice my arm is straight. In order to keep it straight, you got to get the entire arm stiff. Gauge that leg that's up in the air, the whole leg, not just the glutes. I already know your standing leg's working. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, put that down. Shake it out. So shake out that standing leg. Standing leg will always burn more because it's an isometric contraction. So it is working harder than the moving leg. Okay? So that's why your moving leg, legs up on the air. It was my left leg. If it was your right leg or your left leg, great. Doesn't matter. It's just the leg up in the air. Again, remember, we're stretching into the hip. Switch sides. Very nice. Now, to stretch your calves, remember you do need to go to a wall. If you are on that chair, you will not get that same stretch that you would if you're just out in the middle of the room with no leverage. Hi, baby. All right, and don't forget to get a drink. I know sometimes with videos, boom, they just work straight through, because I know I have a whole bunch where I just work straight through. I'm not even cueing that, but I want to cue this like we were in actual class together. All right. Again, it's important that you do stop and get that water. That you do stop and get that rest. All right, so remember, if you got your chair, move it to the other side. If you happen to be even between two countertops like I was last time, or countertop and a chair, it all works. Open up, woo. Into first, releve, glue those heels together. Down and up, down and up. Once again, drive through the big toe. Push those heels together. Gauge those glutes. You need that tightness to help with the wobbliness or excessive wobbliness. Okay, that's the whole idea. Now, does that mean you're not going to be wobbly? Of course not. Well, of course, being in the middle of the room with the bar in the middle of the room does make this harder. Take it down for 2. Take it down. 2, up, 2. So remember, it's that bicep, it's next to the rib cage. I'm not trying to do this. It's not my elbow into my waist. It's the tricep into the rib cage. Let that elbow be where it may, okay? Down, singles. Sorry about that. Because remember, I'm listening to music, you're not. I can't play music for you. All right, we've got one more. Down for 3. Take it down. 2, 3, up and down. 2, 3, up and down. 2, 3, up. Last one. Down, 2, 3, back to singles. Down, up, down, and up. All right, and once again, my biceps are starting to take that brunt. 4 and 3, 2. I'm about ready to swing it. Oh, last one. So I got to put one of those weights down. Hold that plie. We open. Now again, push the heels into each other. It's not a big move. We're going to take it down for a count of 4 and down. 2, 3, 4 and up. 2, 3, 4 and down. 2, 3, 4 and up. 2, 3, down for 2. Take it down. 2, up, 2 and down. 2, up, 2 and down. 2, up, 2. Last one. Down, 2, up, 2. And we straighten out the leg, bring the arm out to the side, and grand plie. Take it down, up and across. Once again, you can switch out those weights. You can miss a couple of reps. It's not that big of a deal. It's just 1 or 2 reps. Here's 4 and 3, 2 and 1. We bring those arms up overhead. Tricep extension, plies. Take it down. 2, up, 2 and down. 2, up, 2 and down. 2, up, 2. Last one. Down, 2, up, down for 3. Take it down. 2, 3, up and down. 2, 3 and up. Down, 2, 3. One more. Take it down. 2, 3. Back to singles. Down, up. Good. Again, make sure drive through the big toe. Push the heels into each other. Try to squeeze those cheeks all the way up to the top. Here's 4 and 3. Whoa. Here's 2 and 1. So it doesn't mean you're gonna go ahead and lower down. Doesn't mean, no, that's not right. Doesn't mean you can't roll out to the tail. You gotta correct yourself and bring it back. All right. Actually, we're gonna transfer the weight out to the side. We take it out, bring it in, out, in, out. That's part of building balance, is falling over. Good. This is the last one. We're gonna pulse for 3. Here's 1, 2, 3, and in. And 1, 2, 3, and in. And 1, 2, 3, and last one. 1, 2, 3, and in. All right, so that's where I was gonna do triceps, but that's okay. We're gonna squat it down, tip it forward, and bring the arm out to the side. Again, I'm just turning to the side so you can see that I am tipping forward. It's a bent over fly. If I don't bend over like this, it's a shrug. Depends on what you want to work, I guess. Now, if you want releve, feel free to be in releve. Now, pulse, hold it up and pulse. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower those heels down. We're gonna step it back. Remember, you can double back up on the weight because now it's a row. Now engage that back leg, the whole leg, including the butt cheek. Now, I'm still doing what I did the last time because my muscles are fatigued already. So I gotta bend that back leg. That shaking that you start feeling, whether that's the calves, in my case it's my whole leg, it means fatigue. And I have to change my movement so I can keep going for the teaching aspect of it. So again, it's not rounding, it's not this. Stick out the chest, out the tail, pull it up. So it's like the arm is going behind your boob. Okay, here's 4, and 3, 2, and 1. And again, I'm gonna lower one of those weights, the heavier weight. We're all gonna stand up, bring the arm up overhead, extend that back leg. We're gonna bend your standing legs, squeeze those cheeks to get you back up. We take it down and up. Again, I'm not tipping forward, it's not a straight leg. I'm not trying to set the weight down to the floor. Arm is just going up and down. I'm bending at the hip, I'm bending at the knee, to whatever degree they can. I could care less about putting this thing down on the floor. Last one. Now we're gonna tip forward, slide the shoulders down the back, gauge those glutes, and pulse. And again, we wanna make sure we slide the shoulders down the back. Once you start to round and get lazy up there, it's gonna feel like a shrug and it's gonna irritate the neck. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Go ahead and set that weight down. Again, we just shake those legs out. Again, cross the moving leg over the standing leg first. Once again, that burning that from that standing leg is not enough metabolic waste getting out and not enough fresh blood getting in. So we're allowing that process to happen now. So when you do go into the stretch, it's going to feel like a stretch versus numb. Good. And we shake it out. And again, find that wall. It's important that it's a wall. Send that one leg back for a calf stretch. Switch sides. And release. All right. So you're going to send that chair to the other side, or once again, whatever you're using for your makeshift bar. We are going to open up into first this time. Send the leg out in front. So we're not dropping in the hip because then you wouldn't be able to get your leg through, okay? And you're dropped in the hip. It's a train wreck both directions for all your joints and the spine. So you want to make sure that you're up and out, making this standing butt cheek work. Leg is out in front. Flex the foot, the leg stays straight, point the toe. Good. Now, once again, most people know I'm not a ballerina. This is my grand rond de jambe. This is how I learned it on my own, all by myself. I didn't learn these moves till a few years ago, okay? Now, keeping the leg straight, you have to contract the front of the leg. We're going to reverse, okay? I'm going to turn to the side so you can see that my leg stays straight. I'm just keeping my foot in contact with the ground to help with that process. You can bring it up if you want. Last one, you're going to hold right here. If you want the arm into second, take it there. We're going to go forward, back for grand battement. And again, notice, leg is straight. I'm not trying to get as high as I can, and it turns out to be just a knee lift. You gotta contract the front of the leg. Okay, here's 4 and 3, 2, 1. You're gonna hold right here. We're gonna bend the knee, open the knee, arm comes up. Now I'm actually sagging in the hip, so you wanna get up out of the hip, pulse. So this is attitude. So whenever we do bend the knee like this, we're in an attitude variation, okay? You do not have to have your arm up overhead. If it bothers the arm, bothers the neck, your arm's going to sleep. You can simply pull it back down, activate the upper back. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna hold, open, and bring it in. Now, it is not about trying to bring your knee all the way to the other side. That will drag this knee with it if your hip socket does not have that kind of range of motion, okay? We're here to connect with that so we have longevity even while we're at home doing all this stuff. Here's 4 and 3, 2, and 1. So this is where I bring everyone's arm down, straighten out the leg. Now some of you are gonna go, oh my God, this hurts, because it does. You may have to lower this down a little bit. So we're going to move at the knee. So you have a lot of hip flexor, adductor, hamstring that cross. Oh, I'm going to switch directions on you. Last one, because these are effing hard, man. All right, and so those attachments help with that knee movement. We'll do more on the other side. So you're going to stack the hips, toe on the ground, hand goes behind the head, and we're going to side bend and elbow to knee. Good. Now, your knee and elbow might not actually find each other. So it's not this. I'm not doing this. Elbow to knee, out to the side. It's elbow finding where the knee is, not the other way around. 4 and 3, 2, and 1. You're going to take that step out, take your bar, if you don't have a bar, you're just squatting. If you do have your bar, you're holding it in the center, okay? And pulse. Now, I'm always trying to encourage depth. Not to be mean. You want to be strong at all different points. Gauge those glutes. It's not that different depths are bad for your knee or deep squatting is bad for your knee. It's the person coming in. Do you even know how to squat deeply? There's tons of variations or variables as to why somebody can or cannot do that. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we come back up. Now, if you have your chair, it's the forearm going onto the chair, but you're not so close to it, you can't do what I want you to do, okay? Space that you would be able to let go, okay? Now, pulse, that's it. Leg is straight, so you gotta contract it. You gotta contract the butt cheek. Now I'm gonna turn to the side. Now, if your leg is in front, you're gonna beat the shit out of this and you're going to get back pain. Okay, so you wanna squeeze the butt cheek and let that leg move where it may, pulse from there. Okay? Doesn't mean forward's wrong, that's just not my intention, okay? Now, we're not leaning into the bar. This is really where I'm gonna leave this one, okay? Reason is most people get this wrong. Squeeze the butt cheek, contract the leg, don't let it migrate forward. Nice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so you'll take that working or the moving leg, place it behind the standing leg, side bend towards your chair, your bar, your counter, whatever it happens to be. You can straighten out that bottom arm and you'll still feel an increase in that stretch. You can drop, you can open, and we take the switch legs, whichever one was in front is now behind, and release. And we cross that ankle, sitting into the hip. And again, if you need another drink, I actually need another drink. Some of it's because I'm talking throughout the whole thing. And just more than ever, it's just important to keep that body hydrated. All right, so other side. Take your leg out in front. And again, now I've got a carpet in the way, so I've got to change how I'm doing this a little bit. Mainly I'm going to lift, I'm going to touch and lift constantly, which is all right. Now, again, upper back's active. You should be able to not hang on to something and be able to do this. And reverse, and my weights are in the way. Well, they're just close enough. Now again, don't sag in that hip because you're getting tired. If you're getting tired, just stop. You're better off stopping versus doing all your reps with bad form, because that is bad information in. And we don't want to express bad information. Hold right here. All right, again, if you want the arm out into second, feel free. We go forward and back. Forward and back. Good. Now again, you can bring that arm down. Play with it. You can have both arms up. There's lots of ways. You should see all the different ways my members do it in my class, and I think it's great because we're all doing different things within the class. And hold right here. We're going to bend the knee, open the knee, and then again, we want to make sure we're out of that hip and pulse. Drawing the belly in. The belly has to help the hip flexors and the adductors lift up the leg, while the glutes on the other leg are trying to stabilize the hip. Everyone's involved. 4, 3, 2, hold right here. We open and close. So it's a team effort. Just like right now as we're seeing everybody come together, it's a team effort to make sure everybody does well, that everyone is safe. Last one, hold right here. I'm gonna bring my arm down, straighten out that leg. And again, you might need to bring that leg down a little bit. I'm not moving at my ankle, reverse. I'm only moving here. There's slight movement at the hip, but it's hard. The reason it's hard, last one, is there's not enough real estate in the brain for that movement to those set of muscles. Hands behind the head and elbow to knee. Again, your side bend for that elbow has greater range of motion out to the side than that knee does, because the knee is attached to the hip and the hip only has so much movement with inside that hip socket. So it's not about elbow to knee, and that makes it better. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. I already did that. Oh, because Daisy's moving, so she's distracting me. Here we go, and pulse. It's because I'm not sure what she's gonna do now that she's waking up. Every time she wakes up, she's bigger. Now remember, you don't have to stay here the whole time that I am in this particular movement or technique or what have you. It's just a challenge, it's just to get stronger. Besides, you want those adductors to work, you need to find a little bit more depth, okay? So she's right next to the tripod. Oh, good girl. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So we move this back out to the side. Take the leg out. Now again, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Now, squeeze that butt cheek. We lift from there. And again, it's not in the front. That's going to overwork muscles I've been working a lot. Squeeze that butt cheek. We try to make one line. Keep that butt cheek tight. The quadriceps tight. Okay? And again, you're not leaning, hanging into your chair. This is light. You should be able to let this go. Again, drawing the belly in. Squeeze those cheeks. This part's hard. I spent a lot of time in class working on this movement because depending on the angle, depends on what you're trying to emphasize. And I want more glute max with glute medius. I don't want hip flexor. They're just helpers. I don't want them to be a prime mover. And last one. Whether or not it's the same number, who cares? Okay? Now, this is a ball that we use in class. Now, it's a squishy ball. You don't have to use a ball that looks like this. You could try to use one of your weights. That would be really horrible for adductor stuff. Pillow is not good. I would try basketball, volleyball, even a football end to end would be a good one. Okay, so this is going to go right in between your knees. You would actually be facing your chair at this point. I'm going to turn to the side and get different angles for you. Oh, feet are not wide. They're close so you can squeeze that ball and hold it like that, okay? Now, you're gonna go down, and up, down, and up. Now, whether or not you're in releve is up to you. Here's 4, and 3, 2, 1, hold right here, pulse. And again, you're still trying to activate. You should be able to do this by letting go. I don't teach hanging onto my bar because I want you to use your whole body for balance. So you're stronger that way. Hold here. Now squeeze the ball. Squeeze. And you don't just get stronger hanging onto the bar. Okay? It's fine that other people do it. I don't. This is how I like to teach it. 4, 3, 2, down and up, down, and up. Idea to get stronger with balance is to get stronger by letting go, not hanging on more. I might have to move slower in order to do this, but I'm gonna get stronger for balance. You're gonna hold at the bottom, pulse. And again, I'm just gonna turn to the side. So you know this is possible. It's more central core, glutes, upper back, not just the central core's job. Hold right here. Now squeeze, squeeze. Remember, it's everybody's job. It's everybody's job to help squeeze this ball. It's everybody's job to get better. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down and up. Down and up. That was Daisy. She just understands what you're going through, or she's at least voicing that. Here's 4, and 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Pulse, pulse. Good. All right. So because when you're in releve, you've narrowed that base of support. So if you're having trouble with balance, just put the heels down. It's as simple as that. We made the base of support bigger by placing the heel on the ground. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold right here. Now squeeze, squeeze. Almost there. If you're in my class, you always know when I get to this, we're getting close to going to the floor. All right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so remember, shake it out. We're just gonna take it to the floor. All right. So this is usually when the ball or the puppies want to come attack me. And of course, all of you that have dogs know this to be true. All right. I'm trying to find a spot for you. All right. Now, I think today, we're going to probably do what I did last time, I think. All right. Hi, Daisy. Okay. So again, you can take that ball and we can continue to work the adductors. The adductors have connections to those lower abdominals and such. Okay. All right. So, go find your bone. All right, so we're going to take the hands back behind you. Feet are out in front. Draw the belly in, but allow those arms to bend so you can get that upper back involved, drawing the belly in. And we lift up, 2, down, 2. Up, 2, and down, 2. And up, 2, and down, 2. Up, 2, and down, 2. And up, 2, and down, 2. And up, 2, and down. We're going to bring it up 1, down for 3. Sorry. And up, down, 2, 3. And up, down, 2, 3. Up, down, 2, 3. And up, down, 2, 3. And up, down. I chose my best option for abs based off of dogs on the floor. So if it is a repeat, I'm pretty sure it is. Sorry. I'm going to bring it up 4, down 4. Up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3. We're going to go back to singles, up and down, up. This gets uppers just as much as abdominal or lowers. Actually, lowers more. There is hip flexor work. You cannot have hip flexion for lower abdominal movement and not work the hip flexors. Last one. Okay, so your psoas attaches to all 5 lumbar and the lower trochanter of the femur. That is the bridge for the leg to the trunk. Okay, so they are part of lower abdominal work. You can't get away from it. If you felt it more than normal, I felt mine more than normal because I haven't worked out for a while. It was down. So I decided to stretch adductors for my forward fold because we're gonna get into it. So don't worry, okay? So bring those arms out. Here we go. And down, 2, up, 2, and down, 2, up, 2. So I am rounding and I want to use my abdominals to pull me up. Down, 2. Now, if you start feeling this and your neck and jaw over the abdominals, you're just doing this with your neck and your jaw. This is going to really hurt later. Let's take it down for 3. And here we go. Take it down. 2, 3, up, down. So you may have to lower the arms. You may have to not go as far. You may have to just rest if you cannot get your neck and jaw to stop doing this movement. While they're helpers, this is not their job. Okay, we've got one more. Good. And again, I'm going to have you lean forward. The reason I have you lean forward, even though this is abdominal work, lower back has to help in this movement because it's part of the stability aspect. But if it's getting overpowering the abdominals like maybe the neck or the shoulders are, you need to stop and stretch them and quiet them down and do a few more reps, okay? And if it doesn't go away, it just means you're done. Who cares, okay? Now you're gonna bring those arms back out. So I'm gonna face, here we go. So I'm gonna do different directions again. So I'm gonna go down, rotate, okay? Now, notice my arms stay straight. I'm not trying to bend them. I'm rotating, leading with the opposite shoulder. Up, back, rotate, center, okay? All right, we just got one more each side. If this hurts your tailbone or your sacrum, it just means you need a pad underneath, okay? So, I'm gonna start you in this up position. I think my dogs are going to stay down, or at least off of me. And release, you're gonna come back to center. You're gonna bring your arm up. We're gonna side bend. A lot of side movements. Again, it's not just the hip that's involved in that side bend. It is the upper body, because you got upper body that attaches to the pelvis. And you're gonna rotate around. And again, if you get a stretch, doesn't feel like it's releasing, just come back out. Good. And you're just gonna come back to center. Again, we wanna find length. And I'll turn to the side for the last one. We're gonna come up, bring the arm up, we side bend. Again, I know these aren't very long home videos. I always have a hard time with an hour, even participating. And release. And I'm always worried about running out of space on my phone as I'm filming. Oh, and we're gonna go center one more time, sorry. All right, so when we go forward and your body's already sucked under, it's not about trying to get deeper to the floor to get that release. You still find length, and that might pull you out of it, but that'll pull those adductors back in, okay? Because you got an adductor that is considered your fifth hamstring in addition. And so that's one of the ones that sucks you under, okay? And release. You're gonna slide a foot in. You're gonna lean forward. Okay, so while you're down there, forgot to say you might need a strap. Okay. All right, oh, see, I got a new toy. So we're gonna bring this around. The ball of the foot, not your toes, the ball of the foot, and you pull it towards you. Now I do have videos on the YouTube going over this move specifically, so you can check it out. So at the ball of the foot, contract the leg. Daisy always seems to think this is her tug-of-war toy. Okay. Now, I particularly don't actually need this, so she's probably gonna, thank you. Thank you. She's trying to kiss me with her bone in her mouth. And switch sides. You are cute. All right. Other side. They're relatively calm now that I'm doing more and more of these at home. All right, so you're gonna cross the ankle right above the knee, lean backwards. Thank you. Thank you. I know. All right, switch sides. She's very interested in so many things. She's gonna be really excited. I made a bone broth with bones, bones that I can give them. So this is very exciting. All right, so I'm gonna have you stand up. Again, we're gonna get a hold of the foot, legs together, tuck the tail. Again, don't let the knee move forward, otherwise you lose the hip flexor component of the stretch. And switch sides. And again, we wanna tuck the tail again. You should not see that knee migrate forward. And you shouldn't slouch to find it either. You still wanna be nice and tall. And send that leg back. And again, you should be up against the wall so you can push that heel into the ground so there's more force. You can also hang the heel off of a step. Maybe next time I'll do that. Bend the knee a bit. And then switch sides. Again, pressing that heel into the floor. Slight bend into the knee. Good. And again, if you had trouble with that hamstring stretch, I do have instructional videos on my YouTube for those hamstring stretches, so then that way I can focus in on those two specifically for you if you need help with that. And I also have gentle yoga classes that will do more of a stretch for you if you would like a longer stretch. So those videos, 35, 40 minutes. And I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's healthy, happy, and whole. Bye.